This is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Human Alliance Sideswipe with Tech Sergeant Epps. Okay, my verdict on this figure? It is great. I actually ended up loving this figure. A lot of people are complaining about it on some reviews, like, back kibble's too big, posability sucks, it's only good in alt mode. I actually like it. I mean, I gave it a shot, transformed him a couple of times, played with him a couple of times, posed him several ways. This is an interesting and, it's a great figure. The only downside I see is this. Tech Sergeant Epps. With the surprised look, awkward limbs, and, ridiculously long legs. He does fit in with Sideswipe very well, but this is the only downer I have of him, of this set. And a few minor flaws that could have been improved, but all in all, this is a wonderful, wonderful figure. I'm very pleased with it. Just look at it. A little bit hollow in the middle, as expected. It is a Human Alliance figure, so you will expect that. Balance could be a bit of a problem if you have if these joints if the heel spurs loosen, because it's only the friction on the heel spurs that's keeping him balanced. Could have made the blades longer, a little bit too short for me. But that's it. No major. And posability is a little bit hindered by these pseudo rubber joints. Everything else is just great. I like the fact that they've done a lot of improvement on the figure. He is wearing a faceplate that you can lift up, reveal his true face. Very nice. It's got interesting light piping. Electric blue, allspark blue light piping. Very nice. Let's put it back down. Okay. Very nice. Very movie accurate, I have to say. They've improved arm articulation severely. Very nice. Ratchet joints and swivel joints for the shoulders, swivel joints and a double swivel joint for the elbows, which is great because the deluxe class was missing a lot of articulation on the arms, which made it very difficult to get him in certain poses. He's got wrist articulation and a gimmick that when you pop the wrists outward, you can spin the hands by spinning the wheel. Not too crazy about that gimmick, but it is there. He's got movable fingers. Very nice indeed. And a few other gimmicks. He's got a seat here for Tech Sergeant Epps. Can man this gun. He's got a jointed shoulder cannon that comes with a missile that launches fairly decent strength. That's about it. That's all the gimmicks. And despite those cheesy gimmicks, he is still an interesting figure. The paint application is just fantastic. Just as good as the deluxe version. So here you go. Here's the deluxe class. I mean, even the deluxe class, the kibble may not be that much, but there is a lot of backpack on the deluxe class. So this backpack is just normal to me, I think. I mean, that's just how Sideswipe was designed. And the blades, as I said, could have been bigger. I still like these deluxe class blades. They're very nice. But the wheel design is a lot more movie accurate than this one, I think, in my opinion. Head sculpt is a lot better on this one. So I love this deluxe class figure. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. This guy's a 9 out of 10 because of the flaws I mentioned. But, if you can't find this guy, and a lot of the hobby shops are charging an arm and a leg to get this guy, I say just go ahead and get the Sideswipe, the human aligned Sideswipe. It's a good substitute. I mean, maybe not a better substitute, but clearly could possibly be an equal substitute because it's bigger, it's got a lot more detail, better articulation, and the backpack is manageable. So, in my opinion, it's a great figure. Don't listen to, I mean, if you're gonna judge this figure, I say get it first, or borrow a figure from a friend and for a couple of days and just kick it around, play around with it, because up close and personal, it's really great. And one thing I learned from a lot of the early reviews is don't listen to everything that a reviewer is saying until you've actually seen the figure. You can take everything with a grain of salt and just see for yourself. That's what I'm saying. So, and again, some of the reviews that were done on this figure have the backpack very much low. I mean, it was leaning close to the knees, and that's why it looked a lot bigger than it was supposed to be. But if you fold it up correctly, like so, it's actually quite manageable. It's a very nice figure. I'm very pleased with it. Um, I'm gonna recommend you get this figure especially if you're a big fan of Sideswipe and you love the Human Alliance series. Get this figure. Now I'm gonna stop this figure review right now because I'm gonna run out of time when I transform him. So stay tuned for part 2 as we transform Human Alliance Sideswipe. So thanks for watching.